Hello, my name is Sarah and I have just finished my third year studying ancient history and archaeology at Newcastle. So in this video I'm going to be telling you a couple of things you can do to prepare over the summer for studying ancient history and archaeology. The first thing I'd recommend is looking at the different modules that you'll be doing and looking at the reading lists that will be available on the module catalogue. Your lecturers will usually recommend you a couple of essential texts that are useful throughout your entire degree, such as Archaeology, Theory, Methods and Practice by Renfrew and Barn, and then also Archaeology and Introduction by Green and Moore. But I would also recommend looking at the reading lists for your different modules because there may be more subject-specific texts that your lecturers would like you to look at. Now, I'm not saying go and spend £80 on an academic text because they are quite expensive and it would add up. However, a lot of them are available online, so I'd just recommend having a quick look at them. You don't need to read the whole thing, but just make yourself a bit familiar with the topics that you'll be studying, and it will definitely help you in the long run. I would also recommend getting some sort of diary or planner for the year ahead. Although a planner might not be useful for everyone, you might not be suited to that type of work style, I personally found it really useful for organising my time, and it helped us figure out how to study properly at university. It's also a good way to keep track of your lectures and seminars and when they'll be. Although our timetable is on the university app, if the app does crash or for whatever reason it doesn't work, it's useful to have your lecturers on paper as well, so that you're not going to be completely stuck. If you can, I would also recommend going on an excavation over the summer. Getting in some archaeological experience before your degree is a really good way to just get to grips with archaeology and will give you a bit of a head start in September. If you live close to Hadrian's Wall, forts like Vindolanda offer excavations for the public to take part in. You don't need to be experienced in archaeology at all, you can be a complete beginner and help excavate the fort. Don't worry if an excavation over the summer isn't an option for you, however, it's not essential. I started my degree with absolutely no experience in archaeology and I ended up completely fine. Don't worry about it. If you didn't get a chance to visit the university during one of the open days, I would highly recommend coming and visiting Newcastle and the campus before you start. Visiting the city and helping you become more familiar with it will be really useful, and it will make the move seem a lot less scary, especially since you're going to be calling this place home for the next few years, hopefully. Newcastle is quite a small city compared to places like Manchester or London, so you'll get used to it really quickly. Finally, I would recommend trying to find some sort of group chats or Facebook groups with people who are going to be on your course. A lot of people on the same course, it's like university accommodation. You can find group chats for your fellow course mates and get to know some people before September. This makes actually starting university a bit less scary, especially if you're already familiar with some of the people that you'll be doing the course with. So those are just a few things I'd recommend. However, if you have any questions at all, feel free to give me a message. Bye.